Fáilte Rove, Denúsel, you're all very, very welcome here this morning. I think it's very fitting that even though we're up here in Stormont, where such decisions and powers will be exercised as they are transferred, but the issue of trying to grow the economy, which is the central plank of the Executive's programme for government, was in the previous Executive, is in the current Executive, isn't a job for politicians alone. It's a job for politicians and business and the community. And so I think the approach taken by Grow NI is the correct one, that this is an issue for all of us. The ability to respond to the economic difficulties that we have isn't going to be allowed to us under the current powers that we have. It's simply a matter of dividing up an ever-reducing budget from Westminster, and with all due respect to the Secretary of State, I don't believe that when decisions are taken at Whitehall that we're top of the agenda in terms of consideration. So I think that the responsibility then falls on ourselves to try and activate measures that we can to suit our own local circumstances, to ensure that there is competitiveness on this island, that we can compete, that we can grow business here, and in growing business here that we can help offset the difficult financial circumstances that not only we but generally administrations right across Western Europe and across the world find themselves in, and in doing so secure sufficient resources for ourselves to make sure that the most vulnerable in society are protected, and that we are able to continue to provide the services that people need to them. And so from our perspective, this is a single package, if you like. It's about stimulating more business activity and growth, about stimulating more prosperity and jobs, and in doing so protecting services and protecting the most vulnerable in our society. And so it is a collective effort, and I think the message we've seen, and I know there are a lot of people going to be speaking to you here this morning, so I'll keep this brief, but the message that you have seen is one of collective support right across the range, the political spectrum here, right across businesses, from big businesses to small businesses who may not directly receive a financial benefit from a reduction in corporation tax, but can see that increased economic activity is good for all of us in this part of the world. And so I'm delighted that you're all here this morning. I'm delighted with such a turnout and a beautiful morning up here. I wish you success in this campaign, and I know that we need to continue that momentum because this is about building confidence, and sometimes confidence is about a clear sense that something is heading in the right direction and there is a product at the end of it, and that product is the transfer of fiscal powers to the Assembly to be able to affect our own local circumstances. The committee that I chair, the Finance Committee, just briefly produced a report last week on the transfer of the air passenger duty in relation to the long haul flights, which we very much welcome the speed with which both the Executive and indeed the Treasury moved on that. But we also listened to evidence, and we want to make the case for a full transfer on air passenger duty powers, because we recognise that it, like corporation tax, in many ways corporation tax issue is the kind of the flag campaign in relation to this, but there are a range of measures which could be transferred here, which collectively can have an impact in stimulating business and attracting investment here. And I think that whatever we can do, we should be confident and we should be brave as elected representatives, and we should be supportive of and supported by business interests in achieving these outcomes. So I think we need to look to the full range of measures. I think we need to give a sense to business and to the community there that we are confident in taking decisions, and that they in turn then will be confident in making investments. So I wish you continued success, and I hope that we see the transfer of this and indeed other measures sooner rather than later.